What up, River City? My name is Zach Pleming, and welcome to River City Stories. My name is Zach Pleming, your host of River City Stories, a podcast for the people of Brisbane and beyond. I came to Brisbane when I was homeless. I had a backpack which I'd been living out for probably about 3 years, and along the way Brisbane took me under its wing and taught me some valuable lessons. Not without my battles though, as I battled depression, anxiety for as long as I can remember, but I didn't know. I've only found out the last couple of years, and it's really helped me put into perspective a lot of the things that I now know. I found River City Stories, or I founded River City Stories based on an interaction that I had with my Uber driver. My Uber driver was South Sudanese, and he told me about his time pre-Australia when he was a child in the Red Army over in South Sudan. This story had a resounding effect on me, and it made me really want other people to understand and listen to this story as well, because there's a lot that can be learned. This gentleman, shout out to Ayik if you're listening. Hope to have you on soon, but thank you for inspiring me with your words, and I hope that you enjoy this as well. What really resounded me is he moved from South Sudan, and he came over, and he told me he was living off sausages, because that's all he had, and to him sausages were the bee's knees because they didn't have them over there, and it really helped paint perspective with me. I caught up with him over the phone a couple of times since that Uber drive, and since then a lot of things has happened for himself, and he'll be releasing a book I believe later this year, so keep an eye out for that. I'll keep it posted on the site as well. Look, River City Stories started out just sharing people's stories of hope, of redemption, of recovery, and along the way it's really turned into something else, and it's really turned into a way for me to angle it towards mental health, because the amount of people that I've spoken to, I believe you can get a lot from as well. Not only do you hear stories of positive mental health, how they overcame things, but at the same time you also get to hear of stories of people just like you. You probably walk past them on the street and you wouldn't even realize that they've got issues with their mental health, or not even issues, where they've got their struggles and their demons with mental health. Now, my mission is simple. I want to normalize these conversations. I want people to realize that mental health, depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies, bipolar, any of that can happen to you and can happen to anyone. But behind all of that, behind all the smoke and mirrors and the stigma, they're just like you. They're just like you and me, and that's important. My father suffers from some mental health conditions. And along the way, he's taught me to really know how to love. He's been a great role model for me in terms of the mental health side of things. And he's suffered his demons too, but he's come out of a really dark place, and he's been able to triumph from it. This really hits home for me. I just want everyone to realize that along the way, we're all going to face it at some point in our lives, and if we don't, you're one of the lucky ones. Time to lighten things up. I wanted to formally invite you to River City Stories. The release is on the 26th of March, so that's this Tuesday, and it's available on all major streaming platforms. I just asked you to jump over to the page's event, which is the River City Stories podcast launch event, just to remind you when it's coming, what day it is, and that is, as a reminder, this Tuesday on all major streaming platforms. Head over to the page, give us a like if you're very interested, and we can go from there. Holla!